Hello, lovely listeners. Welcome back to Fluent English with Podcast. I'm Sophie.
And I'm Alan.
And today, folks, we've got an exciting lineup for you. We're diving into the world of banking vocabulary thanks to one of our listeners. So get ready to level up your English skills with us.
That's right, Sophie. Today we've got 7 essential words related to banking that we're going to break down for you. Are you ready for them?
I hope they're ready, Alan. Here they are. Deposit. Withdrawal. Interest. Account. Transaction. Loan. And ATM.
Fantastic words to learn, especially if you're planning to manage your finances in English-speaking countries or just want to ace your banking English exam.
Absolutely. All right, let's kick things off with our first word, deposit.
Ah, the good old deposit. So what does it mean, Sophie?
Well, Alan, a deposit is when you put money into your bank account. It's like planting seeds in a garden, except your garden is your bank account, and the seeds are your money.
Nicely put, Sophie. And some synonyms for deposit include pay in or credit.
Exactly. Now, let's break it down further with some simple examples for our beginner English learners out there. Here are 5 easy sentences.
1. I deposit my paycheck every Friday.
2. She deposited $100 into her savings account.
3. We need to make a deposit before we can buy a car.
4. They always deposit their spare change into a piggy bank.
5. He deposited cash at the ATM yesterday.
Great examples, Alan. Now, let's hear a dialogue that includes the word deposit.
Hey, Peter. Did you remember to make a deposit for the rent?
Oh, shoot. I completely forgot. I'll do it right now.
No worries. I can cover it this time. Just remember for next month, okay?
Thanks, Valerie. You're a lifesaver.
It's all good. We're a team, remember?
Well, that was a smooth exchange about deposits, don't you think, Alan?
Absolutely, Sophie. It's crucial to have each other's backs, just like we do here on the podcast.
That's right, Alan. Now, on to our next word, withdrawal.
But first, a quick joke. Why did the banker switch careers?
I don't know, Alan. Why?
Because he lost interest. Get it? Lost interest?
Oh, Alan, you're a riot. All right, let's get back to business. It's time to get serious again as we tackle our next banking term, withdrawal.
Ah, yes, the opposite of a deposit. So a withdrawal is when you take money out of your bank account, like plucking ripe fruit from a tree.
Exactly, Alan. And some synonyms for withdrawal include cash out or debit.
Now, let's break it down further with some simple examples for our beginner English learners out there. Here are 5 easy sentences.
1. She withdrew $50 from the ATM for lunch.
2. We need to make a withdrawal to pay for the concert tickets.
3. He always withdraws cash before traveling.
4. They made a withdrawal from their savings account to buy a new phone.
5. I forgot to make a withdrawal, so I couldn't buy groceries.
Great examples, Sophie. Now let's hear a dialogue that includes the word withdrawal.
Hey, Mike, can I borrow $20? I need to make a withdrawal, but my card isn't working.
Sure thing, Ana. Here you go.
Thanks, Mike. I promise I'll pay you back tomorrow.
No worries, Ana. Just remember to check your account balance next time before making a withdrawal.
I will do. Thanks again.
That was a helpful exchange about withdrawals, Alan.
Absolutely, Sophie. It's crucial to lend a hand when a friend needs it, just like we did in that dialogue.
That's right, Alan. And speaking of lending, our next word is interest. Stay tuned, folks.
Ah, interest, the spice of banking. So, Sophie, what exactly is interest?
Well, Alan, interest is the extra money you earn when you save money in a bank or when you borrow money from a bank. It's like the frosting on a cake, making your money grow or adding to the cost of borrowing.
Spot on, Sophie. And some synonyms for interest include dividends or yield.
Now, let's break it down further with some simple examples for our beginner English learners out there. Here are 5 easy sentences.
1. I earned $10 in interest on my savings account last month.
2. She's paying a lot of interest on her credit card debt.
3. We're thinking about opening a high-interest savings account.
4. They're offering a special interest rate for new customers.
5. He's studying compound interest in his math class.
Excellent examples, Alan. Now, let's hear a dialogue that includes the word interest.
Hey Mary, have you checked your bank statement lately?
Not yet. Why?
Because you might be earning some interest on your savings account.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's like free money just for keeping your money in the bank.
That's awesome. I'll check it right away.
Interest can really make a difference in your financial situation, can't it, Alan?
Absolutely, Sophie. It's essential to understand how interest works, whether you're saving or borrowing money.
Wise words, Alan. We hope you're enjoying our banking vocabulary journey here on Fluent English with Podcast. Now, let's tackle our next term. Account.
Yes, indeed. So, Sophie, what exactly is an account?
Well, Alan, an account is like a virtual wallet or purse where you keep your money safe in a bank. It's like having your own personal piggy bank, but with added security and convenience.
Absolutely, Sophie, and some synonyms for account include balance or funds.
Now, let's break it down further with some simple examples for our beginner English learners out there. Here are 5 easy sentences.
1. I have a checking account for everyday expenses.
2. She opened a savings account to save up for a vacation.
3. We share a joint account for household expenses.
4. They need to check their account balance before making a purchase.
5. He forgot his account password and got locked out.
Those are great examples, Alan. Now, let's hear a dialogue that includes the word account.
Hey John, can you transfer some money to my account?
Sure thing, Jennifer. How much do you need?
Just $50. I need to pay for my online order.
Done. Check your account, the money should be there now.
Thanks, John. You're a lifesaver.
Managing our accounts can sometimes feel like juggling, but it's essential to keep track of our finances, right, Alan?
Absolutely, Sophie. Keeping a close eye on our accounts helps us stay on top of our financial goals and responsibilities.
That's right, Alan. Now, we're zooming through our banking vocabulary lesson here on Fluent English with Podcast. Let's dive into our next term, transaction.
Yes. So, Sophie, what exactly is a transaction?
Well, Alan, a transaction is any activity involving the movement of money in or out of your account. It's like a dance between your bank and whoever you're paying or receiving money from.
Exactly, Sophie. And some synonyms for transaction include exchange or transfer.
Now, let's break it down further with some simple examples for our beginner English learners out there. Here are 5 easy sentences. 1. I made a transaction to pay my rent online.
2. She received a notification for every transaction on her account.
3. We need to confirm the transaction before shipping the product.
4. They're investigating a suspicious transaction on their credit card.
5. He completed the transaction with a simple tap on his phone.
Great example, Sophie. Now let's hear a dialogue that includes the word transaction.
Hey Susan, did you see the transaction for the concert tickets?
Yeah, I just checked. It went through smoothly.
Perfect. Let me know if you need me to transfer my share to you.
I will do, Tom. Thanks.
Transactions make the financial world go round, don't they, Alan?
Absolutely, Sophie. Whether it's paying bills or buying groceries, transactions are a part of our daily lives.
That's right, Alan. We're halfway through our banking vocabulary journey, and now it's time to talk about something many of us might be familiar with. Loans.
Loans, the bread and butter of banking. So, Sophie, what exactly is a loan?
Well, Alan, a loan is when you borrow money from a bank or a financial institution with the promise to pay it back later, usually with some extra money added on top called interest.
Spot on, Sophie. And some synonyms for loan include credit or advance.
Now, let's break it down further with some simple examples for our beginner English learners out there. Here are 5 easy sentences. 1. She took out a loan to buy a car.
2. We need a loan to start our small business.
3. He's paying off his student loans every month.
4. They offer low-interest loans for home buyers.
5. I'm applying for a personal loan to cover unexpected expenses.
Great examples, Sophie. Now let's hear a dialogue that includes the word loan.
Charles, have you ever taken out a loan before?
Yeah, Nancy, I took out a loan to buy my first car.
How was the process?
It was straightforward, but I had to make sure I understood the terms and interest rates.
That's important. I'm considering taking out a loan for further studies.
Just make sure to do your research and budget carefully.
Loans can be a helpful financial tool when used wisely, wouldn't you agree, Alan?
Absolutely, Sophie, but it's essential to borrow responsibly and understand the terms of the loan.
Wise words, Alan. Now, on to our final word. ATM.
The trusty ATM. So, Sophie, what exactly is an ATM?
Well, Alan, an ATM, or automated teller machine, is a handy electronic device that allows you to perform basic banking transactions like withdrawing cash, depositing money, or checking your account balance without having to visit a bank branch.
That's right, Sophie. And some synonyms for ATM include cash machine or cash point.
Now, let's break it down further with some simple examples for our beginner English learners out there. Here are 5 easy sentences. 1. I need to withdraw cash from the ATM before dinner.
2. She forgot her card PIN and couldn't use the ATM.
3. We found an ATM that doesn't charge withdrawal fees.
4. They installed a new ATM outside the grocery store.
5. He prefers using the ATM for small transactions instead of going to the bank.
Great example, Sophie. Now, let's hear a dialogue that includes the word ATM.
Betty, do you have any cash on you?
No, I need to use the ATM. Want to come with me?
Sure, I need to deposit some cash anyway.
Let's go.
ATMs are like convenient little bank branches that fit in your pocket, aren't they, Alan?
Absolutely, Sophie. They make banking so much more accessible and convenient for everyone.
That's right, Alan. And with that, we've covered all 7 essential banking vocabulary words. We hope you've enjoyed learning with us today.
That's right, folks. Remember, practice makes perfect, so keep using these words in your everyday English conversations.
And don't forget to tune in next time for more language learning fun on Fluent English with Podcast. Bye for now.